urges overwhelming? Picture this, that sudden pull to scroll, to snack, to snap. It hits like a wave crashing straight at you. But what if I told you there's a simple 4-minute Stanford-backed breath hack that's trending right now for real-life mastery? You don't fight it, you surf it away. Stick with me for the next 2 hours and I'll hand you the exact protocol that turns chaos into calm. No willpower required. We're going deep today, step by step, with every real-life example you need to finally stay in control. Hey everyone, welcome back to Take and Grow. I'm Dr. Silas Kincaid, and today we're turning you into a true urge navigator. This isn't fluffy motivation. It's a real-life exercise straight from the cutting edge of behavioral science that you can use the moment an urge slams into your day. Whether it's the midnight snack call, the doom scroll trap, the procrastination tsunami, or that flash of anger in traffic, you're about to learn how to ride every single one of them to shore instead of getting wiped out. We're spending the full 2 hours together so you walk away with everything: the science, the exact steps, dozens of everyday applications, troubleshooting, long-term mastery, and even the stories of people whose lives changed because they finally learned this. Grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's make this the episode that shifts everything for you. The science that makes this work in real life. Let's start at the foundation so you understand exactly why this works and why it's different from every other tip you've tried. Your brain and body treat an urge like a sudden storm in your nervous system. It spikes your heart rate, tightens your chest, floods you with that restless energy, and screams, "Act now." Most people try to push it away or distract themselves, which only makes the storm bigger. Here's what Stanford research on breath patterns revealed. A specific sequence can reset your autonomic nervous system in under 90 seconds. It flips the switch from fight or flight into rest and digest faster than any other method out there. When you combine that breath with a simple awareness technique, the urge stops being a boss and becomes something you ride like a wave. It builds, peaks, and naturally fades. You stay on top instead of getting dragged under. I've seen this in my own life and in thousands of people I've worked with. That late-night craving that used to win every time? Gone. The urge to check notifications during focused work? Handled. Even bigger emotional waves like jealousy in a relationship or panic before a big meeting, they become manageable. This isn't theory. It's the tool that finally gives you the gap between impulse and action. And today, we're filling that gap completely. Mastering the core breath technique, your new daily superpower. Let's get practical right now. This is the exact breath pattern you'll use every single time. I want you to practice with me as we go so it becomes automatic. Step 1. The moment the urge appears, any urge, stop everything for 5 seconds. Step 2. 2 quick inhales through your nose. The first one fills the bottom of your lungs, the second one tops them off completely. It feels like you're stacking air. Step 3, 1 long, slow exhale through your mouth, like you're gently fogging up a mirror. Make it audible if you can. Step 4, repeat this cycle 3 to 5 times. That's it. Feel it in your body right now. Pause the audio for a moment if you need to. Notice how your shoulders drop, your jaw relaxes, and that restless energy starts to soften. This isn't magic, it's physiology. The double inhale boosts oxygen and calms the vagus nerve. The long exhale signals safety to your brain. I use this every single day. Last week, I felt the urge to abandon a difficult writing session and check emails instead. 2 cycles in and the pull was already fading. By the 5th cycle, I was back in flow. You'll have the same experience. We're going to repeat this pattern together throughout this episode so it wires into your system. The complete 4-step urge surfing method. Now we layer the breath into a full system that turns every urge into a 4-minute training session for your mind. This is where the real transformation happens. First, name it without judgment. Silently say to yourself, "This is an urge for checking my phone," or "This is an urge for sugar," or "This is an urge to avoid this conversation." Naming it creates instant distance. You're no longer the urge, you're the observer. Second, drop straight into the breath cycles. Feel the wave rising in your body. Let the sensation be there without pushing it away. Third, visualize it exactly like an ocean wave. See it building, cresting at the top, then breaking and rolling back out to sea. Your only job is to ride the sensation breath by breath. Stay curious. Where is this feeling in my body right now? How is it changing? Fourth, when the wave passes, and it always does between 90 seconds and 4 minutes, you choose your next action with intention instead of reaction. You decide what actually serves you. Let's do a full live walkthrough together. Think of one urge that's been bothering you lately. Maybe it's reaching for your phone first thing in the morning. Feel it starting to build. Name it. Now 2 inhales, long exhale. Again, feel that peak. Watch it start to roll away. Stay with the breath. Notice the shift. That right there is you surfing instead of drowning. We'll come back to this exact walkthrough multiple times today with different urges so you can practice in real time. Applying it to everyday challenges, real scenarios that actually happen. Let's go through the most common urges people bring to me and exactly how to surf them. Late night snacking or emotional eating. You're on the couch, the kitchen light is calling you. The urge hits. Name it. This is an urge for comfort food. 2 inhales, long exhale. Feel the wave in your stomach or chest. Ride it for 3 cycles. Most people watch the craving dissolve before they even stand up. One listener told me this single change helped her lose 12 pounds in 2 months because she stopped eating when she wasn't hungry. Doom scrolling on social media. Phone in hand, the endless feed starts pulling you in. Name it. Breath cycles. Visualize the wave of just one more post. You'll close the app and feel lighter in under 2 minutes. I've had people report regaining 2 extra hours a day because they stopped the automatic scroll. Procrastination on deep work or important tasks. You sit down to write the report, make the call, start the project, and that familiar "I'll just check one thing" wave rises. Surf it. You'll sit down and actually begin instead of spiraling for 40 minutes. Anger or emotional reactivity in relationships or traffic. The conversation gets heated or someone cuts you off. Name the urge to snap back. Breathe right there in the moment.
That 10-second pause keeps you from saying something you'll regret and turns the interaction around. One couple I worked with used this during arguments and said it saved their marriage because they could finally hear each other. Shopping impulses, nicotine or caffeine cravings, even the urge to cancel plans when anxiety shows up, every single one follows the same 4 steps. I'm walking you through each one slowly today so you have the exact script ready for your life. Building long-term mastery, how this compounds into a different life. This isn't a one-time trick. When you use it consistently, something powerful happens. Every successful ride proves to your brain that you are in control. That proof stacks up like compound interest. Week 1, you catch the small urges and feel proud. Month 1, big urges that used to derail your whole day become manageable. Month 3, you notice you're making better decisions automatically because the gap between urge and action is now your normal. I'll share a story from someone who wrote in last month. She was stuck in a cycle of procrastination and self-doubt at work. She started using this during her morning routine when the urge to hit snooze hit. Within 6 weeks, she was showing up consistently. Her boss noticed the change, and she got the promotion she'd been chasing for 2 years. The breath didn't do the work. She did, but it gave her the power to show up as the version of herself she always wanted to be. You'll start noticing the same compounding in your own life. Better sleep because you surfed the worry spiral at bedtime. Stronger relationships because you surfed the urge to react. Deeper focus because you surfed the distraction waves. This is how real growth happens, not in giant leaps, but in thousands of small moments where you choose the wave instead of letting it choose you. Troubleshooting. What to do when it feels hard. Let's be honest. Some days the wave feels bigger than usual. Here's exactly what to do. If the urge keeps coming back stronger, that's normal on day 1 or 2. Just repeat the full 4 steps. The breath still works, you just need more cycles. Try 5 or 6 instead of 3. If your mind wanders during the visualization, gently bring it back to the body sensation. No self-criticism. That gentle return is part of the training. If you forget to use it until the urge has already won, that's okay. Use it right after to process the aftermath. Name what happened, breathe through the guilt wave, and reset. Every single time you do this, you're building the muscle. I've had days where I needed 10 full cycles. That's fine. The tool scales with the size of the wave. We'll also cover advanced variations later, adding a quick body scan or pairing it with a single positive intention, but only after the basics are rock solid. Advanced variations and integration into your daily routine. Once the core method feels natural, you can level it up. Variation 1, add a quick body scan during the breath. Notice where the urge lives, chest, stomach, shoulders, and breathe into that spot. It deepens the awareness. Variation 2, after the wave passes, speak one clear intention out loud. I choose to focus on my work now. It locks in the new direction. Integration ideas. Set a phone reminder 3 times a day to practice even when there's no urge. Morning, afternoon, evening. It becomes a habit before you need it in crisis. Pair it with your existing routines. Before you open social media, run 1 cycle. Before you eat, run 1 cycle. Before you reply to a stressful text, run 1 cycle. Small anchors create massive change. I've built my entire workday around these micro moments, and the difference in my energy and output is night and day. Real stories from people who changed everything. Let me share a few more stories so you can see yourself in them. A busy parent who used this during the 3 p.m. snack urge with her kids. She stopped stress eating and modeled calm for her children. A business owner who surfed the urge to check sales numbers every 5 minutes. He regained focus and closed his best quarter ever. A student who used it before exams when panic waves hit. Her test anxiety dropped dramatically because she had a tool that worked in the moment. These aren't exceptions. They're the new normal when you have this skill. From swept away to steady surfer. Here's the beautiful part. Every time you ride an urge successfully, you prove to your brain that you are in control. That proof builds unbreakable confidence. You stop living at the mercy of every notification, craving, or emotion. Instead, you move through your day with calm power. That's the real growth we talk about on this show. Not just feeling motivated, but becoming the version of you who actually follows through. You've now got the complete system. You know the breath, the steps, the applications, the troubleshooting, and the long-term payoff. The only thing left is to use it today. If you made it this far, 2 full hours of deep, practical work, you're already ahead of 99% of people who just watch and never try. Right now, pause and pick one urge you know will hit you today or tomorrow. Commit to using the full 4-step method the moment it appears. Drop in the comments, "I'm surfing my blank urge today," and tell me exactly what it is. Food, phone, procrastination, anger, whatever it is. I read every single comment, and we're building a community of people who actually change together. If this episode gave you even one tool that moves the needle in your life, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next deep dive. Share this with one friend who's struggling with the same urges. You might change their whole trajectory. Thank you for growing with me today. I'm Dr. Silas Kincaid. Keep taking the small steps, keep riding the waves, and I'll see you in the next episode where we go even deeper into another life-changing skill. Until then, breathe, surf, and grow. Take care.